Hello everyone, welcome back once again to my channel Simplifying Business Studies. So children, we are still continuing with our chapter 11 of class 12 and this is going to be part 12 of this chapter. Before I go forward, like always, I would like to request you all to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And certainly if you have any comments or suggestions, you can always write to me in the comment box. So let us quickly start today's session. So this session is all about personal selling. So what is personal selling? Let us see what is there on your screen. Personal selling consists of contacting prospective buyers of a product personally, that is face-to-face interaction between seller and buyer for the purpose of sale. So absolutely what it looks like is it refers to selling certain things personally. Absolutely. This means there is a face-to-face interaction between the buyer and the seller for the purpose of sale of certain product. So basically, personal selling does not mean getting the prospects to desire what the seller wants, but it is actually the concept of uh, creating customer satisfaction. It is like creating and providing them the goods what like best suits their requirements and their needs. So it definitely doesn't develop the desire to buy the products what are available, but yes, making those available and selling them out of a huge variety of the products, so that like whatever product they buy that best suits their requirement. So this is the major purpose of personal selling. Let us now understand the features of personal selling. First feature is personal contact established under personal selling. So in personal selling, buyers and sellers have face-to-face interaction as we have just discussed. This closeness definitely allows both the parties to observe each other closely. So in this way, we can definitely derive lot of information which is not available through other means. Like advertisement cannot give us the information which a personal contact with the salesperson can provide us. So definitely personal contact is established and it is absolutely very beneficial for the buyer. Second is oral conversation. Oral conversation means this is the easy and this is the simplest form of conversation. This has, the best response time as well. Once you ask a question, you can get the answer the very next second. So oral conversation is possible, and definitely the third feature also comprises with the same object, that it provides absolutely quick solution to the queries. That means when the seller is personally explaining the utilities of the product, maybe the few features of the product or the benefits of the products, then customer definitely pay some attention and listen to the information properly. And if they have certain queries related to the products or its usage or anything what he needs to know about the product, he can immediately ask through this oral conversation, and they can get the quick solution for the queries so asked. Next point is receipt of additional information. So yes, definitely whatever information is not available through other means, like if we see a pamphlet about a product, or if we see a banner about the product, or if we see a TV commercial about the product, so there are many features which are left out. We need to know about all those additional things which are not mentioned anywhere. So this is the only way, like personal selling is the only way through which we can get all that additional information, and that information can be unbiased at times. So that definitely help us to choose the best product. So definitely this is a one very important feature of personal selling, receipt of additional information. Last feature is development of relationship with the prospective customer. So when a seller and a buyer come together, and this definitely may improve their relation between them. So this salesperson normally make friendly relationship with the customers. It is beneficial for him and his business also, and definitely at times it is beneficial for customers also. Like we generally, if we have this habit of buying certain clothes from our nearby markets, we generally go to the same shops where we have already bought like clothes previously. Why is it's so? Because we, when we buy for a certain period of time from the same shops, we develop that trust, we develop that, a feeling of loyalty towards that brand or that shop from where we buy those products. So yes, development of relationship is takes place when personal selling is there. Now let us see what are the qualities of good salesperson. First quality is physical qualities. That means a salesperson must be healthy and he should have a pleasing personality. So that, once you enter a place of shopping, you should feel like buying to that person. So he must be well built, he should be free from any physical defects. A pleasing and charming personality definitely definitely encourages people to go ahead and speak to those people. So, good grooming, appropriate dressing style, clean and tidy appearance, good posture, all these things are so required for getting that first impression. And most importantly, a salesperson should always have a good smile on his face. So these are the very basic and very prior things which attracts the customer towards a good salesperson. Next one is mental qualities. So apart from physical qualities, a salesperson should also have some level of intelligence, initiative, foresightness, so that, once he starts talking, he must convince the people. So he must be intelligent, he must be imaginative enough to understand the customer's requirement quickly, and he should represent himself as an intelligent person who can definitely help the person get the best product what they are looking for. So a salesperson should have these two basic qualities. These are empathy and ego drive. So what is empathy? Empathy means having an ability to understand the problem from someone's point of view. If a customer has approached and if he has mentioned certain problem because of which he is buying a product, so one should have an empathy, one should have that ability to understand, putting his own feet into their shoes so that he can understand their problems better. Now what is ego drive? Ego drive means a salesperson must pursue sale not just for money but also for recognition and personal success also. So these are very important qualities which should be there in a salesperson. Now, technical qualities. Definitely, this is very important because once you are selling certain products like mobile phones or laptops, you should have certain technical qualities as well, so that you can, make them aware about what product is, what their features are, how that product can be used, how it is beneficial to people. So all these qualities are also very, very important. Apart from that, a person always need good communication skill. A person may have physical qualities, a person may have mental qualities, a person may have technical qualities, but if he or she doesn't have good communication skill, how will that be transferred to the buyers? So communication skill is also very, very important. Honesty and courtesy, definitely this is very important, because once you are speaking to someone, you can definitely get an idea whether that person is honest, whether he's courteous or not. So loyal and dependable people are always looked for, and definitely, as we have already said, that this is not just a 1 day or 2 day job, it's a long lasting job. And here only those people succeed who believe in making relationships for a very, very long period of time. So one has to be honest, and one should not try to win the customers over just one sale through false and misleading information. One should be, courteous, one should be honest enough so that they can maintain a long lasting relationship with their customers. Capacity to inspire trust, this is what I was just explaining. One should build the capacity to inspire trust also, so that one can have a good relationship for a very, very long period of time. So trust and loyalty and being dependable makes a customer return again and again to the same salesperson. So this is also so required. Persistent, that means one should be persistent enough. One should not feel failed if he's not able to sell for the first time. He, even if the person doesn't buys his product, he should be courteous enough. He should always have that smile on his face. He should always have that positivity along with it. Try again kind of attitude is very required in a good salesman. So children, we are done with the content of this particular video. I'm sure all these points are clear to all of you. If you still have doubts, you can always communicate with me using this email or the comment box under your video. Hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you very much.